Hi everybody, this is Fidelma from Goey Crafty Bits. I have another journal to show you. This one I made for my sister and it is absolutely huge. Just look at that. It is jam-packed with memories and photos and bits and pieces, so I'm going to go through it with you. This video will definitely be broken up into 3 or 4 parts because it's going to take me a long time to go through this book. It has 5 signatures and each signature is fuller than the next one, so it will take time. So I'm just going to start by taking, you can see here there's some flowers, so I'm going to take those flowers off and show you them. So these flowers, Orla gave me a bunch of these flowers a long time ago and they're wooden and they started fading in the sun. So what I did was I took the ones that were the most colourful and I just wound them around each other because she had these flowers for years and years and years and she was throwing them out. So I used that just as a decoration and I put it in just the back of the book like that so that it looks very pretty. Okay, so then let's have a look at the cover. The cover, which is made from tissue paper. So this was tissue paper that she gave me herself, a napkin, sorry, not tissue paper, napkin. And she liked this particular napkin, so she wanted this in the front of her book. Now the cover it's quite hard, like I used a good card on it, because it's such a sturdy book. And so yeah, so it's just very plain in the front because that's the way she wanted it. And then if I turn it on its side here, I have some Hello Kitty, and this was pajamas belonging to her daughter. And her daughter used to love Hello Kitty, so she wanted to put that just on the spine. Just to reinforce the spine as well, and she wanted it added into the book anyhow. And then I made this, and I'm going to take this off and show you this now as well. I take the book away. So this is just a little tassel that I made, and you can just hook it onto the back of the book, and it's made from wool. It's made from little bits of material. Now all the material, bits like that, this little piece here, all these pieces here, they all come from her daughter's clothes. So I made a quilt from her daughter's clothes, and these were just scraps of material, and I held on to them and I just bound them together by tying some wool around them. And I have added lace and the wool and some lovely ribbons. Orla loves colour, so I put as much colour in it as I could, and some novelty wool. And then I found a pair of earrings. Found a pair of earrings. Well, actually, they're not a pair, it's just one. And I just thought it was appropriate to put in. They just kind of blend in quite nice with it. And so that's the tassel for the back of the book. So I'll just leave that aside and I'll just come back to the book. So we'll start at the beginning. Now I'm going to put something under the book. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to put something under the book so that we can actually see it when it opens, because when it opens it's like, okay, so I just set up the book there so we can see it better. So the inside cover, this was an old bag belonging to my sister, and she loved this bag. She wore it everywhere she went, and it was just really, really worn. So she gave it to me to see could I do anything with it. Then she gave it to me about a year ago, but I thought of it for this book. So what I did was I cut off the front cover of it, or the front part of it, and I covered it in decoupage glue just to seal it because it was very, very worn, and that will save it. So then I glued it onto the cover, and it has made 2 pockets. So the first pocket I just put in a little card to her, because she's my sister. And then she loves this guy, what you call him, Mickey Mouse, sorry, words. So she loves Mickey Mouse, so I'll put that on with a little bow. And then also this. Now she's going to get a surprise when she sees this, because she loves this artist called Jack L, or Jack Lukeman. And years ago, when we were younger, we went to see him in Galway, and I got this poster, and she was really, really jealous that I got this poster and she didn't get it. So it has been on my wall for many years, and I'm going to put that in there for her for a little surprise, because I know she will love it. Then over here, this is a little hat, or whatever you want to call it. It's made from wool, and her daughter Victoria made that for her. So I said I'd put that in. I just have it clipped on with a little pin there. So that's that page. Then over here, she loves Victorian stuff as well, and she gave me a whole load of clothes belonging to Victoria from when she was a baby, and I made this lovely quilt out of it for her bed. And there was a whole load of clothes left over, you know, bits of clothes left over. So I decided that I would add them to this book. So all the lace bits here, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are actually pieces of clothing from her daughter's baby clothes. So this is one of them. It's tulle. She had this lovely, gorgeous skirt. It was tiered. There was about 5 or 6 or 7 of those tiers in it. It was absolutely beautiful. But anyhow, it's in the book now, and in her quilt. Oh, this is falling apart. Whoops. So then inside, I made this little journal card, and again, it's a little cutout of a vintage hat and a little bit of lace. This is my mother's lace as well. A little bit of tulle on it, and it's just sewn around, and just a little journal card for her. This then is the tuck spot, or the pocket here, was made from, one day I was playing around with some inks, and I was just splashing ink on paper, and then I just tore it up and glued it onto a black card and did a little bit of stenciling on it, and there you go, there's a pocket. Just so easy to make things. This page then is dyed with ginger, dry ginger, and I just put a little band on top, and it's quite textured as well. Then over we have a little belly band here. This was a birthday card, an old birthday card I had, so I just added it in there because it's very colourful. Whoops. Then this was an old envelope. It's basically, she can add to it herself. I just put a little bit of card on it, just to give it a little bit of sturdiness, because it was very, what's the word, it was kind of falling apart after I put all the decoupage on it. It was very wet, or limp is the word I'm looking for. So I just decoupaged the pocket, or the envelope, and put a little picture, a vintage picture, and some vintage lace. This was belonged to my mother, or our mother, and I just sewed it on the top there. So that was that. So I just tucked that in there. Then over here I have a postcard, and I just made a pocket out of it, and inside it is another little journaling card with some handmade paper in the back, and a little bit of lace, and again my mother's lace. So I took that in there. This is onion dyed paper. Then the next one, next page, the onion dyed paper. I'm just going to let that go down now. Is that a bit better? Yeah. Onion dyed paper. I have a little, like a bookmark here, a good luck bookmark, and a little bit of Hello Kitty pajamas in the back. So she can journal on that, or just, you know, use it whichever she wants. Then this is a little envelope that I made, except it opens out all the way, so it's like a journaling envelope. So I have a little bit of tissue decoupage there, and same here with a load of cupcakes. And then in here is a little tiny little journaling card that you can just, and that's actually marbled handmade paper. that I have for years. I have no idea where I got it. So there you go, that's that, and that tucks in there. Over here then you have a little card, kind of like vintage rose card, and the back of it you have a little journaling card. Again, that was an old birthday card or some card that I got, and I just turned it into a little journaling card and tuck it in there. And this is like the old hats or the old hat cases that they used to have. Then this one here is another postcard, and what I did was I just stuck a stamp on it here, and then the back you actually have a little piece where, or a little card or paper that you can open out, and that's coffee dyed paper that's stuck on there. And then this is, it's just backed with paper, decorated paper. And then this, the little tuck spot here, or the little tuck here, is actually made from card and some, and what you call, one of these, oh my god, where's my words, one of these paper clips, that's the word. So back here then the paper clip here is holding this on as well, and this is another journaling card. And what I did here was I put some music paper on it, some plain paper, and some school paper, copy paper that we used to use. And then this is fake handmade paper that I made myself. Again, it's, I'll bring it up a little bit, yep. So then you have loads of thread, some tissues, tea bag tissue, and then you have the tea bag granules and some little novelty wool thrown in there as well. So she loves this fake paper, and she also loves the decoupage napkins. So what I did was, again, she gave me this napkin, and I just decoupaged it on some music paper or music manuscript, and I thought it was quite nice. I'll just push this over here a little bit. Then the back there's the music manuscript. This was an old card that I had as well, and I just thought it would be nice there. May today be filled with lovely moments to treasure. And then she can actually journal on the back of it as well. Tea stained manuscript paper, and then I put a little bit of butterfly. This was I took this from old wrapping paper. So she had this wrapping paper that she really liked, and I had a cutter, and I just cut out a whole load of butterflies, so they're kind of around here and there in the book. Now another person that Orla loves is Beyonce, the Queen, of course. So I made this. This is a journaling card. This is one of her it's from one of her songs. God, I can't think of the name of it. But anyhow, what I did was I had some silver card. I put a little Del Monte on the top. I printed this out and just put it on black paper, and then put it on, tore the black paper around and put it on the card. Simple thing. Then I put some Del Montes on here as well, because Beyonce is about bling, so we have to put some bling in there. And this was one of her songs as well. I found this on the internet and I thought it was beautiful. So in every signature, this is the center of the first signature, in every signature center I put some little danglies in there, and I thought that was appropriate because it's blingy. Then another artist that she loves is Rihanna, and we have very similar taste because I love Beyonce and Rihanna as well. So again, I found this on the internet and I printed it off and put it on white card just to give it a border, and then put it on this card that I made myself. Again, it's the same as the one previously. It's playing with ink basically, and I love playing with ink because you just don't know what is going to come out of it. So that was that. And again, we put some bling on the pocket there. Over this side then we have some marbled paper again, and I just put some tea dyed manuscript paper and ordinary lined paper on the back of it. This then is actually, I can take it off here, and it's actually a little card she can journal on that if she wants as well. But she saw this material, and I had it in another journal, and she spotted it and she thought it was gorgeous, and she wanted her cover to be off that, but I just didn't have enough material to make the cover out of that. So I said I would just put it in there, you know, so that she'd have a little bit of it. So, and it's just held on with a paper clip. Oops. On the back of it then we have manuscript tea dyed paper again, and then I made this lovely little journaling card. Let's put that in there. Then you have a manuscript paper that's not tea dyed, and I have put the decoupage, or the tissue paper on the back of it, decoupaged it. This is tea dyed paper. I did this in the oven and I put it straight on the rack, and I just love doing that because it gives all these kind of different kind of, you know, designs and textures, and just makes it more interesting. There you can see it there as well. That's probably the front of it and that's the back. Anyhow, then I put this up here, little Del Monte, just as a little bit of a decoration. This is the back of the other the card that you saw earlier, and I put two little pockets on it, little journaling card that she can write on, and another tiny little one here. And I just put that. Oh, that's actually a card. That was an old birthday card belonging to one of the kids, and I just stuck that little journaling card on the top of it. This is taken from a birthday card as well, and it is a tuck spot. I mean, she can put something in there as well, so like that, but it's blingy and I thought it was beautiful. Again, onion dyed paper. Again, as I say, she loves the napkin decoupage, so I just kind of added that in a few places as well with nothing else. This is the ginger dyed paper, and then here, this is from, I think it's from herbal tea, a nighttime herbal tea, and then Peppa Pig, of course, because the kids used to watch Peppa Pig a lot when they were kids. That's to remind her there. Then I have a little pocket here, and I just have another journaling card made from that lovely owl napkin that she gave me. And then again, this was paper, wrapping paper, birthday wrapping paper that was on one of the kids, that the kids got on one of their birthdays. I presume it was Victoria, I'm not sure. So I just put that there as a little pocket, and then I have the lace on it, and then I put a little earring on here. I just wrapped the earring around to tie it on. I thought it was really cute, and it's just a little dangly. So that's the end of the first signature. Now, as you can see, you know, there is an awful lot in there. So I have 4 more to do. Let's get on with it. Okay, the second signature, again, all the signatures begin with a Victorian picture in the front. This comes from a little skirt, belonged to her daughter, material left over, and then this again was a napkin that she gave me. So I just put it in the inside, and I just sewed a zigzag line to secure the material on, and a straight line then on the other side. This is just card. It's double-sided card, and it's blingy this side, and it has just nice decoration. She loves black and white as well as a colour, so I said I'd put that in there. Then this, I'll just take this off first. This was an old birthday card. When they made you, they used all the best ingredients. I can see her puffing up with that now and saying she loves to get something like that. So I just put that in there. Then this is a little paper clip, and I just tied on some novelty wool and some lace, and this is material from one of Victoria's tops. And then this is a little card, journaling card, and it just has a few little things stuck on. So you have your napkin decoupaged on, some novelty wool, some lace belonged to my mother, things like that. So that is just put in there to hold this. Oh yeah, and I did some stenciling there. Can you see that? Yeah. This just to hold it in place, and put the tie there. Like that. Then the next page, we have more of the paper napkin. Let's see, can I let that down now? I think I can. Maybe not. No, I'll put it back in again. Some more old vintage photos or pictures, and then I have a little napkin here that I folded over to make a pocket, and I just stuck this fan on top of it, and then just a little journaling card, oops, to put in there. Little rose on the top, it's kind of a vintagey rose. Then now this was an old cookery book, belonged to my mother, and my mother used to love to bake. And when we moved away from home and we came back, you know, visiting for a weekend or whatever, she would always bake our favourite cake. So Orla's favourite cake was a sponge, and this was the book that she used. This was like her Bible. So not on that side, this side here, jam and cream sponge. This was the recipe that she used to make Orla's favourite cake. And this is actually my mother here, and these are us, and this is my dad. So I just thought I'd put that in there. I thought it was nice. And this is a little cluster that I made from my mother's laces, and she had this beautiful trim, daisy trim. She had it for years, and she just had this small piece left, and I still have that trim, and I only have a small piece left, so I use it very sparingly, and I kind of tend to use it just for family, kind of, really, because it's so valuable to me. Anyhow, that's that. So over the page we have two little tuck spots here, two little pockets. She gave me a pack of cards that the kids used to play with, and there was of course a whole load of cards missing. So she said, here, take those, see can you do anything with them. So what I did was I made two of them. Now they're not great because it's tin foil, and it's very hard to glue tin foil, so I don't know what to do with them to glue it on. So what I used was hot glue, and you can see it there, which is fine. Like, so Dairy Milk chocolate, Cadbury's Dairy Milk, she loves Cadbury's chocolate, and she also loves these, which are tea cakes. So I decided just to trim, or to cover the two of them with some of her favourite chocolate. Oops. And then this is Dairy Milk buttons, and I thought it was just cute, so I just sewed it on. When I was sewing this on, I sewed this on with it. The next page then, this is an old birthday card, her daughter's birthday card. Somebody gave it to her, and I just said I took it in there. This is old wallpaper, and I stuck this trim on here because it corresponds with the cards, you know, and it also reminds us of our dad because he used to always play cards. And then I have an old stamp stuck there. And the next page then I have more Peppa Pig in a little handbag. I have some beautiful tissue napkin there, decoupaged, and here's another one of those lovely butterflies. And then in here I have a little owl. Can you see that? There, as the center. And then on the other side of that I have a little shoe, and then Peppa Pig stuck in the shoe, and then this little pocket here, if you pull this out, I have this beautiful little book I made. And what I did was I just got an old picture, cut it out, and then put in a whole load of different pages, and I think these are all tea dyed or coffee dyed, And then what I did was, when I got to the middle, I just sewed it up along again with pink thread, because pink thread is what I've used throughout the whole thing. So I thought it was cute. And then I made this trim as well myself. So it was old material, old pink material that my mother had, and then this pink lace. So I thought it was so cute. So it goes back in there into the little pocket. And then the next page, so this is the wallpaper again. And why I put wallpaper in there is because we always had wallpaper in our house growing up. It was the trend, and our parents used to put it up every few years, and we used to have to help put it up, and we absolutely and utterly hated doing it. So this is the only place that wallpaper appears in my house, in a book. Anyhow, so this is a little journaling card I made. Now again, Victoria, her daughter, Orla's daughter, had this little book, and this is actually the book, well, one of the books. So what she used to do is, you'd have a picture of a little girl, and then you had a picture of a little girl without any clothes on, and you drew in the clothes. So she wanted me to take out all the pages that Victoria or whoever, I'm not sure if anybody else did any, and make a little book out of them, because it was actually quite a thick book, so I had to take some of it away. This then were the pages that weren't coloured, so I just cut out the head and just stuck them all on, just to make a little journaling card, and tucked it in there. Tea dyed. Oh no, that's actually marbled paper. So then this was a piece of card that Orla gave me, that she just liked it. It was from a box of something or other, and she just liked the card, so I made a little tuck spot out of it. And again, Orla loves the tissue decoupage and the vintage kind of look, so I made that out of it. That is onion dyed paper, and I stuck it onto an old card that I found, which I thought was very kind of artsy. So I thought it was lovely, and then stuck a little tag on the top, tuck it in there. This page then has a double pocket, so you have a little pocket here, and then you have a little pocket here. So this, again, this was an old birthday card that I had myself, and I cut it up, and I got this strip out of it, and I got this out of it. So I made a little journaling card out of that. I tuck in there, and then this is another card, which I thought was beautiful, because and I just made a little journaling spot that she can open up and journal on, and I just did a little bit of stenciling on it as well then. So that's in there. Next page. So this card was her son's birthday card, so I cut it and made a little tuck spot out of it, and this was also one of his cards that I made a little tag out of. And then I found these tiny little things. I think they're just so cute. Look at these little tags. So I just put a little bit of ribbon on them, nice colourful ribbon, and then just tuck them in there. This side, this was actually the book, so there was a whole load of pages in it, and this is how it came. So it came empty or undrawn on, and then what you do is you colour in, you make the outfits yourself. So she had a whole load of them, and they're so cute, like it's a lovely little thing to have. Anyhow, that was that, and then I just that was an old card as well, so I just tucked it, and that was part of the book itself, the cover of the book, and I just put a little bit of lace up there, and then put in here, and that is the doily again with the fan stuck on it.